Okay, this is operational amplifier. Uh, I'm expecting a question from this. It's important. Only four some small topics are there. First one is block diagram of op amp. Block diagram of op amp. Yes. Block diagram of op amp. Okay, op amp in the sense short way I can write op amp. Okay, operational amplifier. Why it is called operational amplifier? I will tell you. There are four stages are there. First stage is these are first stage, second stage, third stage, and fourth stage. First stage having differential amplifier. Second stage consists of differential amplifier 2. This is amplifier 1, this differential amplifier. This is amplifier 2. Third stage level shifter. Fourth step voltage follower. Voltage follower. Okay. Now differential amplifier generally what it can do? Amplifier in the sense it can amplify the signal. Okay. Here the differential amplifier means it will amplify only the differential signal, difference between the signal. We need to apply here two inputs. See here, V1, V2, V1, V2. Okay, these two difference it can be amplified. Then what it means? V0 is equal to difference means V1 minus V2 into gain. Okay, A means okay gain. Gain means nothing but amplification factor. Okay, gain is nothing but amplification factor. Amplification factor. Amplification factor. Okay, how much it is going to be amplified? A into V1 minus V2. Okay, and what is the advantage of using differential amplifier? See here, differential amplifier, if two inputs are same, V1 equal to V2, what's going to be happen? It will become 0. It will become 0. Then V0 is equal to 0. This advantage. How it is advantage? This amplifier reject the common mode signal. Okay, if anything common is there, V1 and V2, it will reject. If noise is common is there, okay, it is going to be eliminate that noise. That is the biggest advantage of the differential amplifier. If noise is going to be added, if a signal is traveling from one place to other place, definitely noise is going to be added. There are two types of noise: human noise and natural noise. Okay, that noise is going to be eliminated. This is the biggest advantage. Okay, now see here. Here they given based on this circuit, it is also reject the common mode common mode noise. If noise is added to the input signal, if noise is added to the input signal. Here I give an example. Consider the general amplifier. In the general amplifier, there are two problems occur. One is power fluctuation will be occur. Okay, power fluctuation will be occur. Another one is okay, noise is okay. Noise is in the noise environment. Okay, so much noise in the environment. If noise is added, okay, if power fluctuation is common is there from V1 and V2 signal, definitely it is going to be reject also. It is going to be a reject also. This is a very important of okay differential amplifier. See here, first block is differential. In the block diagram, first stage is differential amplifier. Differential amplifier, what it can do? It can amplify. It can amplify the difference between the signal. What is the advantage of the differential amplifier? What is the common is there in V1 and V2 signal? It is going to be okay reject. It is going to be reject. Either it is a power fluctuation is there or noise is there. Anything is common in between V1 and V2. It is going to be reject. It is going to be reject. Okay. Second stage. Here it is. Second stage of differential amplifier. Second stage differential amplifier. Second stage differential amplifier. Okay, what is use of second stage differential amplifier? See, first stage we are going to get the gain, but that gain is not sufficient. Then to achieve the required gain, okay, to achieve the required gain or to achieve the okay expected gain. That's why we are going to use again one more differential amplifier. For example, first stage it given gain is okay. Gain is something like a it's a millivolts will be there. Okay, it is also 10 power 3 gain. Here also 10 power 3. But if it is a 10 power 3, then how much we can get my 10 power 3 in the sense millivolts to okay what we can get in the form of volts. Okay, again we need a gain. Again we need a gain like a 10 cube thousands of gain we need. Then what we need to do? We have to use one more amplifier means to achieve required gain or expected gain. Okay, we need to use second stage. We need to use second stage. This is the use of the second stage. Third stage, level shifter. Listen carefully. Third stage, level shifter I can call or I can call it as a clamper. Clamper. I can call it as a clamper. This is very, very important. See here, because first and second stage are the amplifiers are there. Okay, in the amplifiers we are going to use MOSFET and BJT, MOSFET and BJT. Then the DC level or average level is going to be changed. Is going to be changed. For example, the DC level is here. Average level is at the origin. Here, if you see here, it is amplified. Okay, after second stage, it is amplified. But this DC level, okay, here see here, this total signal shifted to the above the origin level. Okay, that's why this amplified signal I have to bring back, or I have to restore the DC signal. For that purpose we are going to use the clamper or level shifter. See here, so we have to bring back to the DC level is equal to 0. For that, here we are using level shifter as a clamper. Clamper is a circuit. It can add DC level or restore the DC level. It can add the DC level or restore the DC level. Here DC level is 0. Okay, but here DC level is above the 0 will be there. That's why we are going to bring back that one. We need to use clamper circuit. Next one is voltage follower or voltage buffer. Now, if you observe here, see first stage DC level is changed, amplified. This is a more gain, DC level is changed. Now, third stage, what we are going to get, we are going to get the DC level. We are going to get the DC level. We can restore the DC level. Now, this one, this same signal I have to send to the output side. I have to send to the load. To send to the load, voltage follower is the best one, because why? Impedance matching is good. See here, when impedance matching is not matched, the maximum power is not delivered to the load. That's why for voltage follower, see here, for voltage follower, okay, if there is a very good impedance matching, whatever the signal we are sending, okay, from third stage to the load, okay, it is a very good impedance matching. Then we can transform, okay, maximum power to the load. Okay, that's why we are using, okay, voltage follower or voltage buffer, or we can call it as a power amplifier. This is one important question. What is that one? Block diagram of, okay, see here, internal block diagram of op amp. This is a very, very important question. Next one, see, this is a pin diagram. Okay, you have to remember, like, if they asked, okay, explain the pins. Okay, it's a IC 741, name is op amp, name is 741 IC. 8 pins are there, 1 2 3 4, and it has to come in this way. Here they given, right, U, they're given U turn, means we have to write 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, first one pin name is offset null, inverting terminal. Okay, we have two inputs, right? Inverting terminal. Second one is non-inverting terminal. Okay, fourth one is negative supply. Fifth one is null or offset. Sixth one is output. Seventh one is positive supply, and eighth one is not connected. NC, not connected. Here, please keep in mind, this is IC form. I can represent op amp is, this is the op amp. This is the inverting terminal, okay, negative terminal, and positive terminal is non-inverting. In the name itself, inverting means negative, non-inverting means positive terminal. It's an inverting terminal. It's a non-inverting terminal. And here it is a V out. We can apply here, okay, plus VCC and minus VCC. Now, in this pin diagram, this is a pin 2, pin 3, we can apply these two. Here pin 4, pin 7, and output is pin 6. Okay, this is the op amp symbol. And this is the op amp symbol. Okay, next one, characteristics of op amp. See here, this is a very, very important one. Op amp is in electron device. Op amp is the best one. See, open loop gain is infinity, which means high gain. Gain will be infinity. Infinity means maximum. Bandwidth is infinity. Input impedance is infinity. Output impedance is 0, because it has to match the, okay, match the impedance. Impedance matching we need to do. That's why output impedance is 0. CMMR means common mode rejection ratio. Means I already said CMMR means common mode rejection ratio. Common mode rejection ratio. This common mode rejection ratio means the common noise is going to be eliminated, right? That is the infinity means maximum. Slew rate is infinity. This we don't want. Okay, this you can remember. If they ask the characteristics of op-amp, you can note down these are. Practical value don't want. Okay, practical value don't want, leave it. Next one. Yeah. Applications of op-amp. Applications. See, it can amplify AC signal and DC signal. It is used in mathematical operation. We will see. Integration we can do, differentiation we can do, logarithmic we can do. Okay, adder, summer, subtractor. Okay, so that's why it is called as a operational amplifier. We can do okay, we can do mathematical operations. That's why it is called as a operational amplifier. And we can design filters, we can design comparator, we can design square wave generator, sawtooth wave generator. We can design okay, oscillator means sinusoidal signal. Okay, we can design ADC and DAC. ADC in the sense analog to digital converter. Analog to digital converter. Okay, ADC. DAC means digital to analog converter. Okay, these all are the applications. And very, very important, non-inverting configuration or non-inverting amplifier. Please keep in mind. This is very, very okay. These questions we are expecting. Non-inverting amplifier. First, see here, non-inverting in the sense, we had to apply the input at okay inverting terminal. See, no, sorry, non-inverting terminal. This is VI. Here we are going to apply VI. Okay, here inverting terminal, minus terminal, we have to give it to the ground. Please keep in mind. When we apply this is a circuit diagram. This is a resistor R1. Okay. Here RF. Okay, you have to remember the circuit diagram. See how you have to remember. See here, non-inverting. They ask non-inverting means okay. Non-inverting plus is a non-inverting. You have to apply the VI and R1 and RF. Okay. Now very, very important. Here virtual ground concept is there. What is meant by virtual ground in the sense? Okay, listen carefully. Here whatever the input V. Okay, virtual ground in the sense. Listen. Virtual means I will take another color. Okay, virtual means here this ground here, this terminal and this terminal both are okay virtually connected to the ground. Okay, virtually connected to the ground. If virtually connected to the ground, there is a no current flow here. There is a no current flow here. Here also, there is no current flow inside this. Okay, only current flow having here V1 in the sense here also the drop across the voltage is VI, and there is a current will be zero here. Here also current will be zero. This is a virtual ground. Virtual ground in the sense okay, virtually it is a ground, not physically. Virtually okay, it is a virtual ground. We can call it as virtual ground concept. Okay, when virtual ground is corrected, that's why open loop gain is infinity. Open loop gain is infinity. See now here Vi is there, here also Vi, here also Vi. Here current will be zero inside this one. Then the total current can flow in this direction only. Now nodal analysis. You have to remember the okay nodal analysis. Okay, in networks. See, apply the nodal analysis here. What you can write 0 minus Vi. See here 0 minus Vi by R1 plus okay Vi minus V naught, Vi minus nodal analysis, Vi minus V naught by RF okay, are equal to or okay equal to I1 equal to I2. I said okay, listen carefully here. We can do analysis. Okay, this is equal now. This is equal. Okay, because this I1, I2, same current, right? Because this current is 0, I1 equal to I2, That's why 0 minus V1 by R1 Okay, V1 minus V naught by, okay, I2, or minus also you can write, equal to 0 here I can write. Then this total term can send to the left side. From this you can do the manipulation here. Vi is common, Vi is common. Then you can take Vi is common. Okay, then take the LCM, Rf plus Ri by Ri. Okay, R1, sorry, R1. Okay, R1 into R1 into Rf. This one you can send to this side. Then Rf will get cancelled. Here, please keep in mind V naught by Vi is equal to R1 plus Rf by R1. This one, okay, you can split as a R1 by R1 plus Rf by R1. Then it is a 1 plus Rf by R1, 1 plus Rf by R1. Okay, then gain is equal to 1 plus Rf by R1. Or I can write it as a, listen carefully. Here V naught is equal to, okay, 1 plus Rf by R1 into Vi. See, here we can get it as a positive here, positive, because why? Output we got as a positive. Positive in the sense non-inverting. Non-inverting means positive, because we are applying the input is non-inverting. That's why there is a no phase shift. There is a no phase shift of the output. There is a no phase shift of the output. Here inverting, you can check it. Inverting in the sense, okay, inverting amplifier or inverting configuration. Inverting amplifier or inverting configuration. In the sense, check it. Here V1 is there, right? Okay, here negative inverting input we are applying V1. Okay, non-inverting is the ground. Non-inverting is the ground. Okay, same circuit only. Non-inverting means we are applying the input at Vi. Okay, non-inverting we are going to apply here. Okay, here also virtual ground concept. When we apply the virtual ground concept, I is equal to 0. I is equal to 0. Here is 0 volts, here is 0 volts. Apply the node analysis here. Apply the node analysis. Here Vx I am going to keep. Here Vx I am going to keep. Then Vi minus Vx by R1. Vx minus V naught by Rf. Okay, you can manipulate. Vx is how much? 0. I already said here 0 volts, right? 0. Okay, then V naught by Vi is equal to minus Rf by Ra. Minus Rf by R1. Okay, okay, the gain is minus Rf by R1. This is equal to, I can write V naught is equal to minus Rf by R1 into Vi. Here output is okay, we are getting negative, because why? We are applying the input is inverting terminal. That's why output we are getting the phase shift 180 degrees. Phase shift is 180 degrees. Phase shift is 180 degrees. Okay, summing amplifier. See, this is summing amplifier inverting configuration this side. Means this is a circuit V1, V2. Okay, this is a V1, V2 and same circuit now. Here summing amplifier in the sense, okay, if two inputs are there, same before circuit, this circuit is same, check it. This circuit is same, but summing amplifier is here only one input is there, two inputs. That's why I'm drawing the R1 is R2 is extra here. R2 is extra. Check it. R2 is extra. Check it. R2 is extra. R2 is extra. Understanding or not? Okay. Then here analysis how we can do ma? Okay, 0 minus, apply the node analysis from here. 0 minus V2 by R2, 0 minus V1 by R1, 0 minus V0 by RF. You can do like this. Okay, this is a continuation. We are going to get V0 is equal to, there what we got ma? See, previously circuit we got as a minus RF by R into Vi we got. Here what we'll get ma? Summing amplifier means V1 plus V2, V1 plus V2. If RF and R will be equal, okay, will be equal, then we can get the V0 is equal to minus of V1 plus V2. See, simple ma. Summing amplifier, if they ask, explain about summing amplifier, one more, okay, one more extra resistance with the help of V2. If they ask 3, V3 also I can take, V3 with respect of R3 I can do. Okay, then we can get, this is a inverting configuration, right? For inverting configuration, I can get it as a, what we can get if 3 inputs are there, V0 is equal minus of V1 plus V2 plus V3. Okay, this is about the summing amplifier. Next, voltage follower. This is a very, very important circuit. Ma. Voltage follower or voltage buffer. Okay, this they can ask. Voltage follower in the sense, output follows the input. Output follows the input. That's why, see, output follows the input in the sense, we need to apply the Vi. We need to apply the Vi is where ma? Positive. In non-inverting, we need to apply, because V0 is equal to Vi, we need to get. V0 is equal to minus Vi. It is not a voltage follower. It is not a voltage follower. V0 is equal to Vi. V0 is equal to Vi. V0 is equal to Vi. Okay, that's right. This is a simple circuit. This is a simple circuit. Voltage follower in the sense, just you can write output follows the input. Output follows the input. Output follows the input. This is a circuit diagram. A is equal to V naught by Vi is equal to 1. Next, last one, differential amplifier. See here, differential amplifier. Okay, differential amplifier in the sense, see here, V1, V2, V2 means difference between V1, okay, inverting terminal and non-inverting terminal, inverting terminal and non-inverting terminal, inverting terminal and non-inverting terminal. Okay, definitely V0 is equal to what we can get, ma. Okay, RF by, see here, RF by R1 is equal to V1 minus V2, I can get V1 minus V2. We can get V1 minus V2, V1 minus V2. Yeah. This is a circuit diagram and do the manipulation. Superposition theorem. I hope you already studied in networks. Okay, superposition theorem. Okay, one V2 will be 0 and you can apply V1. Okay, do the nodal analysis. Okay, or voltage division rule you can apply. Okay, next V2. These two if you combine, then we'll get, okay, answer. Okay, answer is very important. RF by R1 is V1 minus V2, V1 minus V2. Or if RF is equal to R1, if RF is equal to R1, differential amplifier in the sense V1 minus V2. And summing amplifier in the sense V1 plus V2, but where you are applying the input, that is important. See here. This is summing amplifier only. This is a summing amplifier. But where you are applying the input, you are applying the input is, where you are applying the input? At inverting. See, at inverting terminal. That's why you got it as a minus. That's why you got it as a minus. But it will do the summation. Okay, this is about the op amp. Thank you.